we'll get things kicked off here this morning. So to keep on our topic that is ever so popular that we keep hearing about, health and wellness. I'm sure in the current environment with COVID-19, this may also be a topic that's getting dull on our ears, but I think it's important to parallel what we hear and see in the world around us to what we may be able to apply to the fuel storage and dispensing systems. And so every now and again, it's good to do a good fuel system checkup. And so we'll walk through some of the thought process behind that, how we can help you through that process and assist in doing your own fuel system checkups, and as well be there to provide resource, information, as well as some expertise from the industry to be able to put in place the right solutions, the right fixes, or as we like to say, the right prescriptions for any problems that you're facing with your fuel systems. So without further ado, we'll get started with our slide content. So we can take a fuel sample, dip the tank, pull up a sample, put it in a jar, and we don't see anything visibly alarming. It's clear, it's bright, I don't see any rocks or boulders or sediment laying at the bottom of that sample jar. So we can easily go through life operating our equipment on that fuel, assuming we have good quality fuel. But in addition to that, we can run into a problem with that understanding. So similarly with health, we may go in for regular checkups, talk with our physician about things that we've been experiencing, or letting them know, hey, we've been working on what you've asked us to since our last visit. Maybe taking vitamin supplements, eating well. We're doing all the right things to stay healthy. Even more so, we could be going over and above by being more active, tracking our fitness, keeping track of our own health. The same things can be said about how we manage our fuel. We could be bottle sampling regularly. We could be doing all the right things, but we may not see an underlying problem. So we can easily go into this saying, well, my fuel looks clean, so I really don't think I have a problem. Well, all too often, just like a bottle sample, our doctor can go through a process, say we do a lipid panel, and under the microscope, we get a little bit of a deeper understanding of our true condition or our health that's not visibly obvious. So in this case, the fuel quality, we actually measure a 22-21-18, even though it is clear and bright. That same sample can contain up to 8 million particles, 4 micron and larger, in that 200 milliliter jar. You can't see the 8 million particles that can cause prolonged, severe damage, potentially catastrophic failure of our fuel systems. Just because we can't see it doesn't mean there isn't a problem. So similarly, we can relate that to our lipid test and our doctor coming back to us saying, well, everything does look good except for your cholesterol. It's high. We want you to address it with maybe medication, change in diet, and some physical activity and exercise. And so those are important things that, just like cholesterol, contamination can build up over time and be a very severe problem if we don't manage it, catch it early. So what are those symptoms and signs that we're looking for with our customers and end users? First and foremost, high pressure common rail system repairs. We're already to the point where components are failing. We're seeing poor performance or poor reliability of our equipment. So whether that's injectors or pumps failing, the cost of replacement, even potentially under warranty, can be an obvious upfront sign. Above and beyond that, decreased fuel filter life. We're not seeing the service intervals. We're not able to meet the overall intended life of our filters, whether they're on the dispensers or on the equipment that's using the fuel coming from our bulk fuel storage. That, along with frequent water draining, can be overlooked as just a normal maintenance process. I always have to drain water off every time I start a shift, but that could be a clear sign that there's more water within that bulk fuel storage tank. After treatment system failures, this is that long growing, increasingly problematic symptom that we see where as fuel system components wear and become less efficient and less effective, that we see problems with other systems like the exhaust after treatment, Regens can be a problem, increasing in frequency or becoming incomplete and failing, sending our equipment into a limp mode or a fault code. Reduced DPF or diesel particulate filter service life can also be a problem that our end users are facing, and they don't always contribute that to our bulk fuel storage quality and condition. The water and fuel systems, again, we talked about that microbial growth as a potential with water, but that corrosion of fuel systems, like we saw in some of those earlier pictures, can be an obvious outward sign of microbial growth in water in those fuel storage tanks. So we can help understand that, the dollars and cents, the cost that impacts, whether it's fuel consumption, maintenance, or downtime, those also help to connect the dots between a symptom and a condition. Schedule delays, contract penalties, all of this results in problems, headaches, and overall poor fuel system health.